Enjoying this Sunday. I just came back from Mass myself. I am Catholic. I've always been drawn to a spiritual practice. I grew up in Mexico, so the Catholic tradition was what I was exposed to. And when I moved to the United States in 2001, I moved by myself. I was 24 years old, and coming from a family that was very tight, and being alone in a new country, a new city, I gravitated towards the church. So it became part of my routine. It was just a way for me to feel connected to something larger than me, but also it felt like home. So it's my family is not a big like go to church every Sunday, but I took it upon myself when I moved to the United States, and so, but in my beliefs are I've come to create my own practice, but there's definitely something way larger that I believe in, and that is God, the universe, source, whatever you want to call it. And my relationship with that has grown and grown over the years. And now I go to Mass because I love the ritual, and I love, as always, like learning and seeing things with a perspective of love and compassion and understanding. And that's what I teach in with what I share with people about connecting with heart. Anyway, I just thought I'd start that because I just came back from Mass, but I want to talk to you about how you cope, what ways, and I would love to hear here in the chat, even if you're not watching this live, if you're watching the replay, in what ways do you cope when things might not be going your way, or when things are going your way and you're feeling grateful and you have a practice? How do you, what habits are part of your routine that are non-negotiable? So I'd love to know. And I also, we have a challenge ongoing right now. We're on day 14. Hello, Allison. Hello, Brett. Would love to know any comments that you have about anything I'm saying. I'd love to have that interaction. So this practice that we've been doing, it is based on the book Ask and It Is Given, which is by Abraham Hicks, and it is about law of attraction. So you might think, well, aren't you into religion? Aren't you a Catholic? And you're into spiritual things or mystical things. And that is really where I think that I am a teacher. Yes, I am a teacher. I'm a teacher of the heart. I could just put it, to put it in easy terms, a teacher of the heart. And so sharing with you, I just came back from Mass. I teach heart math. Heart math, if you haven't heard of it, it is a science-based institute that shares tools that help us manage stress. So this background of religious practice, of science, and I started talking to you about Abraham, and I have an ongoing challenge right now. We're on day 14 of 21, and Ask and It Is Given is a book by Abraham Hicks, and Abraham is channeled. And a woman called Esther Hicks channels infinite intelligence called Abraham. So so you can see how it can start getting a little bit, I don't know where you're at, so that's why I would love to know any comments in your belief system, because it is extremely, I think that it's taking me many years to break through all of these ways in which, how does one thing merge to another, and do they contradict each other, or is there something bad or wrong, and it's all our beliefs. And because ultimately what I truly in my heart believe, that when we elevate our vibration, we are able to see things from a perspective of everything is love and comes from love. But when you hear that from just a religion or from just a church, it just might just go over your head and you can't really hear it. You can't really experience it. So I've spent my life finding really the answers so that I could believe in it's just reconnecting back to self. That's what I help people do. So oh, sounds like you. I wish I had somebody like you in my school. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I mean, that's what the beauty of the internet is that you can find the people that you resonate with. It's all about what resonates, really. And we're all so unique. And maybe the way I speak, you can relate. But if it's not me, if you're seeking, you will find. And it's all about really like what we desire. I truly believe that we all have within us built in a mechanism that when we want an answer to something we're seeking, we will find it and it will find us. It will be a vibrational match. So if it's not from me, keep seeking. And what is it that we're seeking? I truly believe is when we're going through valleys in our lives, that causes us to want answers, to seek for our truth. So seek for your truth. And like I was saying to you, for me, the Catholic tradition is a beautiful way that I grew up with, but that didn't have the full answers for me. Oh no, there's a lot of things in the Catholic tradition that for me don't work, but there's a lot of things that do. And but then I go to science, and heart math gives me all the things that I need to understand logically, because science does not lie. It's to the T. Everything is measured. There's protocols. So I teach heart math as a way of self-regulating emotions and reducing stress and increasing your performance. But and then we have practical tools like Abraham Hicks gives us this mystical thing, because our logical brain can't understand. How is it that somebody's channeling infinite intelligence? That doesn't make sense to me. Well, it makes sense to me now that I've understand some other things about spirit, about who we are as human beings. We're way more than a physical body, and we're all connected, and life is happening for us, not to us. So thank you for the feedback. Say, what is Heart Math again? Heart Math is an institute. They're based in California. And I found them in 2016 when I was seeking to become a coach. I knew I wanted to help other people, and I wanted a science-based approach to help people have better lives. I already knew about energy. I already was drawn into this mystical side to the soul side of humans, because I truly believe in all humans, no matter who you are or what you've done. I truly have always had that deep belief. And I went through my trials of tribulations of trusting, of giving my power away, of letting others, walk all over me and not hold my own power. So that empowered me, though, now to be able to discern and to hold boundaries and all those things. But heart math actually was a way for not only did I become certified with heart math, but I also learned to self-regulate myself and to not allow for negative emotions, or, it was an abusive relationship I was in. But that over years and years, and having those tools. So heart math is a system of self-regulation. They teach it to law enforcement, to medical, the medical field, and they're all protocols to be able to stay calm, composed under pressure. And so we don't have to be in the military or in the medical field to learn these things. The threat can be coming from your partner that is abusive, and to know how to respond and not to fall into negative spirals. That's what I learned, and it was extremely empowering to me to know the difference of not knowing how to manage something like that was extremely painful as a single mother, to then know that I could completely have self-control and to completely manage something that used to be so extremely painful and frightening to me, to know how to stay composed, to stay in control of a situation and be able to turn it into a positive thing. So that's what I teach people. And everything is, so Heart Math Institute gives us those protocols to train ourselves. It literally is like training your nervous system. You got to know how to self-regulate and not down spiral or fall into fight, flight, freeze mode. And it really takes training. So that's what I teach. I train people on how to utilize the heart math system, but we also work on mindset and on self-talk and on vibration, on what you're vibrating, how is it that you're operating your body. So mindset is a big thing, and that's where I bring in other tools and other practices. So that's what we're doing now in this challenge, which I invite you to join the next round. It's March 18th. You can still join this round, but we're already on day 14 of 21. And so this might be a little too far ahead. You can join my gym. I have the Coherence Meditation Gym. We meditate 4 times a month. So in the gym, once you join, I'll put the link below on how to join the gym. But I created that, it's a Facebook group to offer all the tools. It is, it's, to me, self-regulating, learning to manage yourself, your internal state. It requires dedication, it requires know-how, it requires accountability, and it's just like going to the gym, except that you're going to the gym for your internal systems, your mind, your body, your heart, your soul. So it is a gym for the soul. So it's called the Coherence Meditation Gym. You can go in there, and in there, once you're in there, then you can find out about meditations, about our challenges, and in March is coming beliefs. So we're going to be training on changing beliefs. So so I guess I wanted to share, what was happening in the challenge right now. Okay, you are talking to a year 6, but this makes sense to me. Okay, awesome. I'm not sure I understand. Yeah, I do teach heart math. It is actually at the base of my work. It is what I, whenever actually I have, what you can join right now is the small group. I have a small group that is, we meet every Thursday at noon Pacific Standard Time for 6 weeks. We just had our first group gathering. It's a small group, and our next one is upcoming Thursday. So you could still jump into that one. That would be great, because I could get you up to speed. But it's a 6-week series to learn the heart math system as the way it is designed to be taught. I give a stress and well-being assessment. That's what I love about heart math. It's that everything is based on science, so you can see your numbers. It's pretty incredible how we can measure 8 aspects of stress and 4 aspects of well-being, and you can see how well you manage stress. And the outcome is that your ability to self-regulate is increased because the tools work. It's just a system that works. So that is ongoing right now on Thursdays. That's called the Building Personal Resilience Program. Yeah, so all the links I'll put below, or you can always DM me and ask about what was that you were talking about, because there's a lot of things going on. The challenge is going on. The challenge is so we're doing, right now we're on day 14. We have another one coming up March 18th, and that is a 21-day challenge it's based on the law of attraction and how to reduce resistance and elevate your vibration, because that's what it all comes down to. And that's what I wanted to share here in this message, is that it all sounds kind of mumble jumble, maybe a little bit all over the place, but it really all comes down to, because I started talking about coming back from Mass just now, but it really, what all these processes, all these teachings, what I'm really passionate about, which is self-empowerment, which is for you to remember that you're the creator of your own reality, is to learn processes to help you reconnect with yourself, reconnect with the truth of who you are, and to create a beautiful life that you're proud of, that you were born here to do, and to be able to navigate the ups and downs of life with grace and with direction, and be on your path, because we are all here on our personal journeys. And really, like, when we make of our lives a personal legend, I believe that we're all meant to come to the end of our lives feeling satisfied, feeling like there was no stone unturned, and that we can leave a legacy of beauty, of love, and there's zero regrets. So that is what I am passionate about, empowering other people to live in that way. So if any of this resonated, make a comment, please. I'd love to interact with you. I'd love to, if you're ready to dive in deeper and go into a more of a personalized experience, there is the VIP experience that I am sharing with you all. And that is 4 to 6 hours with me, where we go into deep, and we go even into your astrology, and look into how you manage stress, go into some energy work, and you walk away with a plan and a new future self identity. So it's extremely exciting. So if you're interested in that type VIP day, and it is okay, we can do it long distance, or if you're in Oregon or you come and travel to Oregon, we do it in person. So I'm gonna leave it. Hi, Emps. That's what I mean, Allison. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. If you see, actually back here, what I wanted to show you was the day 14 process, which is clearing clutter for clarity. And it's perfect because it happens to be a Sunday today, and it's a great day to just clear things out. So that's what we did in our challenge today. Everyone was encouraged to grab a box or bin and just put everything there that that does not make you happy, that is broken, and just get rid of it. Donate it, put it, whatever. Find a way to clear it from your environment, because everything is energy, and everything that is in our environment we relate to. And so what we want is to be able to operate in an environment where we can have clarity, and where we are creating, and things are not bogging us down or taking away from our energy. All right, well, have a beautiful rest of your Sunday, and remember to always come back to your heart. Bye for now. Saludos desde España.